There we go. That's better. Ba, 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 ba. We're back already. I'm very tired today. I've been working all day. I haven't eaten. I haven't cooked. I don't know if I'm gonna cook anymore at this point. I'm getting work messages. I love that as soon as I start stream, I get work-related messages. But I was done. I love it. I love it. I love it the second I start. They're on my butts. They're on my butts already. Love that. Love that. I just want to relax. Have a nice, relaxing day. I've already got the Coke and whiskey out, you know. Not like I've had time to freaking eat or anything. I could go out soon, but I got meat that I gotta make before it goes bad, you know, too. So it's just something, you know. All right. I mean, the official TCV site I wouldn't do because they have bad ads on them that would definitely get me in trouble if I tried streaming it. So I don't go on that. I don't go on the official TCB site no more. But yeah. But that's up to you. I just know I got real tired of that. But luckily, some of the other places have been fine enough, and the Discord is usually fast enough for me. Whatever, they don't need it. I'll be fine. They'll be fine. They will live. They will live. With the 20 other things I gave them, the last 3 things they're not gonna deal with tonight. They'll deal with it in an hour. Maybe eventually I'll be able to fucking eat, you know? It's just like I got some steaks in the fridge that are about to go bad. So I gotta cut them and I gotta, you know, make something out of it. Gotta either make a stew or tacos or just straight up a steak, but I don't want to do that either. Gotta figure all that out and whatnot. I haven't had time to think about that because I've been working all day, and then they still need me working. And it's just like, oh, there's also a One Piece chapter because, golly, it feels like we just did last week's stream. I cannot believe it's been. I guess it's been less than a week since I did it on Friday, but golly, this week has gone by quickly. Brave, maybe. I've been getting kind of tired of Firefox. I've been on the Firefox train for about 5 or 6 years. You know, I don't use Chrome. I only use really Chrome for work. But Firefox has been kind of acting slow on me and kind of parts me off. It's been adding like this dumb AI stuff whenever I want to just like hold a button too. Kind of pisses me off on that. If I look at my freaking task, my memory thing, it is crazy. Like it's taking up more memory than OBS right now. Insano. It used to be fast. It used to be good. I just have too many bookmarks. That's the thing. I got too many gosh darn bookmarks and plugins. Like the sound volume plugin is very much needed. And then all the ad block. I don't know. The ad block works for YouTube, which is what matters most for me, you know. But let's go and get into it because, you know, I got work after this. Love that. We're going to get into it. Last week. What happened last week? Last week, we got some silly Gods Night stuff. We got Harald with his shallow sea contracts and whatnot, or whatever the heck Viz called it. I feel like the shallow... I like the shallow sea and deep sea stuff. Whatever they were saying, I didn't like as much. We got that. We got Harald. We got Garland, middle-aged Garland, looking nice. We got Rat Boy Shanks in the house with the battle scar. So you know, Blackbeard took his revenge on the Figureland family already for a little bit. You know, a little bit of revenge has already been taken technically. And we got Ida dying. That's no bueno. We'll see if she makes it. Probably not. I don't know. The last lady in this flashback made it. So, you know, Teach's mom made it. So maybe Ida can pull this one out. But, you know, they did say it was lethal. So it's not looking good. Not looking good on that end. You know, a lot of not great deaths in this flashback. You know, the Rock's flashback, the Rock's death. People are like, it wasn't needed, which it's fine. I'm give or take on the actual death itself. And then, you know, this Ida death, you know, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, it was just like it was just a random guy. I wonder how many times, like, a death has happened in One Piece where people were, like, expecting it, like, to be someone to be, like, killed by an important person, but then it was just, like, a random guy. Because I feel like it's happened more than once. Because, you know, Ida, random guy. Who else? Who else has died from a random guy? I mean, Roger, technically, a random guy. Let me think. Who else? There's gotta be other people. Or it's just like, oh, that person was just introduced today. And it was just like a random, just like, villager or something. And it was the random villager that actually killed the person that was important to them. I don't know. There's got to be more. I feel like it's happened more than once. I don't know, though. I feel nice, though. I feel cozy. It's been a while since I've just been... I like just chatting on stream. I haven't streamed as much in, like, the past, like, couple months. I haven't done a video game stream since September. So it's weird just chatting right now, you know? I used to do this, like, four times a week. Back in, like, 2020, 2021, you know? This is just what I did every day. Now I'm like, where did I get the time to do that, you know? But, yeah. That kind of counts. I don't know. No, I got to think about this. I got to think about this before we start. What important character where people are like, oh, this person's going to die because of this, and they died to just a random person? There's got to be someone else. I mean, T-Bone was the last one, really. You know, she's like, T-Bone? He died to who? Who killed T-Bone? Oh, dang. Just a guy? It was just a guy. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect on all this. But, or if there was just like some random marine fodder that like got the kill. Was there ever a time when just like random marine fodder got the kill? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe it's not as much of a shtick as I thought it was. Maybe this is a, you know, something that doesn't happen all that often. No, not Rebecca's mom. Who else died in One Piece? You know, I mean, like Jenny, we didn't really know. We don't know who. I mean, I guess it was Saturn at this point, but we don't know who Jenny was technically married to at the time. We don't know who Bonnie's mom is, so. And then I guess Kuma's dad too. That was just a random celestial dragon. I guess Fisher Tiger. Who killed Fisher Tiger? I think it was just a group of just guys. I think it was just a bunch of guys. It wasn't Kizaru. Kizaru was there, but I don't think it was Kizaru who killed him. I don't think Kizaru even needed to. I think it was just a bunch of guys. I don't know. Whatever. Let's just get into it. let's just get into the chapter. It has about a. I've been looking at Hatchie for a good couple minutes now. But chapter 1168, Elbaph Snow. Good, we're back. It's back to Loki. Oh yeah, Lola Watch. We're on Lola Watch, boys. Boys, we got till the end of the year to see gosh darn Lola. You know, the first time that Loki was ever mentioned back at Whole Cake was when he was talking about how she was engaged to Lola, and that was a big deal. You know, that was like a really big deal at the time, was Lola. And so far, we've gotten a whole lot of Loki and still nothing from Lola. And it's like, okay. Is Lola gonna be like a panel? Is it gonna be like less than a page long and just like a little Oda box of like, and then Loki had a thing with Lola, and then they stopped having a thing? Anyways, onward to the actual important stuff in this flashback. Is that what's going to happen? I think that's what's going to happen. If we're lucky. But are we going to get any actual... Is the Lola thing going to be meaningful? Probably not, because Big Mom isn't meaningful to the story anymore. You know, if she was, she'd... I don't know. She'd be around. But she's not. So. That was true. There was a snitch. But Hatchie is getting gloves from some sheep. They're giving them coffee. It's nice, all snowy. It's got me cozy. It's cold down here, which is nice. I'm wearing this. It's 61 degrees in my house right now. Could be less, could be more, but we're going with 61. I feel cozy. I'm fine. All right. And Oda's eating cookies. Good for you, Oda. All right. Harald's efforts are paying off. But... well, we will see, Mr. Bones. 15 years ago, that same year, all over the world. 15 years ago, so Luffy's like 3. I don't know. I'm not the type of guy who's like, oh, 15 years ago, this happened. Oh, Whitebeard was doing this at the time. Man, I put like just a little bit of Evan Williams in this, and I'm being a little silly already. We haven't even started. I don't know. I haven't felt this way in a while. I haven't felt this way streaming a bit. Maybe it's because I'm cozy. Maybe I just feel like nice and bundled up and safe. And whenever it's like summertime and I'm trying to stream, I don't know, I feel more out. But right now I feel like cozy, so I feel like I can just like talk. And I got the music in my ears too that it's actually kind of loud. I'm not hearing my own voice. I don't know. We're just going for it. Well, we can actually turn it down a little bit for you. It's probably a little too loud. I don't know. We're not doing like fun like combat music because God Valley's over. So we're back to this. But maybe I can find like a more appropriate thing eventually. I'd love to like have the like a little music, like musical, different music for like different moods of things. I don't know. When we get back to like actiony stuff, I might throw the combat music on here. Does it snow? It snows maybe once a year, like one day a year. That's it. That's it. If we're lucky. Probably not this year. It's been hot as frickskis. But, you know, we've been in the 30s. It's not going, oh, never mind. It's going to warm back up next week. Dang it. Dang it. Those giant marines are really doing a good job. They're so reliable. I always thought they looked scary, but now I wouldn't mind meeting one. And we got some random island. Oh, he didn't even say a certain island. Person with skirt. Man with balloon. Man with hat. Can you get us stocked up again? Elbaf seafood is super popular, you know? Ooh, look at that. Things are working out. I bet it is. This here is a top quality Elbaf cedar. It's rare and tricky. It's a rare and tricky item to import. Oh, take it already. All right, all right, trade. Trade is happening. The thing that Harald was wanting all along. Good. We'll see how that works out. Everyone's going, Harald, we love you. When we finally become a nation, I think we should build sightseeing ships so our people can freely visit all of our allies. So he just wants to build like big boats just for people to just like, just drive-bys, you know. Okay. We're actually a rare minority from the perspective of the outside world. But there are many nations out there with a wide variety of races coexisting. This is thanks to a culture of mutual respect. Okay. He's like, okay, diversity. We're minorities. This is good. Let's join the larger world, make new friends, and grow in knowledge together. That sounds great. You've been talking about this for literally 100 years. Like, literally 100 years at this point. He's been trying to do this. Like, this is the man with a... This man has been, like, you put that into perspective, you know, that he's been... This is, like, the longest dream someone's ever had. Like, he's been working on this for 100 years. We're one step away. Our future has never been brighter. Yeah, let's ditch this warrior crap. Well, I wouldn't say that. I'll make it happen, Ida. I don't like that face. It's almost like she's dead already. We'll see. I don't know. He doesn't seem upset about it just yet. So we haven't really seen the aftermath of that. We know that people were like, "Oh man, he destroyed a village," when like we were first introduced to him, but I don't know. Back at the school, the children are playing. What's his name? Scopper's here. Scopper's kid is like 5 years old at this point. I'm pretty sure. This is all thanks to you, Saul. All thanks to you not looking for your girl. Not looking for Robin and staying here. Better sharp kids than sharp blades, huh? But ain't you afraid you've lost something here, Harald? I don't believe the military power is what makes the country strong anymore. It's... Oh, there she... Oh! Well, yep, she dead. Damn it! It's because of Vita. She taught me everything. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. Dang! Dang! Yep, dang! That was just it. That was the last thing we ever heard her say was her saying how Loki was her son. I mean, like, did we expect Ida to survive this? Probably not. Like, you know, the second we saw Ida, everyone was like, that's a dead lady. That's a dead lady. So it's not like expected. I'm not crying under these glasses. I don't know. That's sad. It's not the saddest thing that's happened, but killed by a rando. So sad. But I can see a lot of people being mad right now that like that Harald did nothing. And like there was the whole thing of like, hey, if you're a part of the world government, you know, you should be using the benefits of it and get like better aid and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Yep. A lot of dead bones. That's what One Piece is all about. Because of Vita, she taught me everything. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. Hey, Harald. Elbaf has really changed a lot. When I first came here, there was tons of internal conflict. It was scary. But you've changed everything. Now children can laugh and study instead. It's like a totally different country. The old customs are backwards traditions. All of those bad practices from the warrior era will be thrown away. Oh, but I kind of like the whole warrior's pride part. It's really cool. You should cherish your culture. Don't you get it, Ida? It's that very culture that's kept us from marrying. I can't accept it. That's a nice little cabin they got going on. You always did say you wanted to make me your legal wife. That really is the sweetest thing. You're so cute. What about Loki? He'll always be Hiruden's kid brother, won't he? In my heart, I've always thought of him like that. Feelings like that keep my heart full. It's what kept me going all this time. But don't worry, it's okay. You're everybody's king, Harald. And you're almost there, right? That's right, Ida. It won't be long. Soon, we'll be connected with the whole world. Our world will be tens of thousands of times bigger. Then we can go traveling together, just like the old days. That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Me too. And then get a little faint little high five. And then that's it. Isn't that it? And then we got everyone. He's walking away, which people could be saying that's a bitch move for that, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. That's not the parts of One Piece I care about. I care about these parts of One Piece, not the what was the abyss symbol derived from, you know? What research did Oda do? I don't care about that stuff. I care about the heartfelt conversations between loved ones. I care about that part of One Piece. That's kind of more on my caring meter, personally. And this is good stuff. This is a good little conversation that we got with Ida. This is a better goodbye that I was hoping for. This is a good goodbye. But I can still see people being like, Harald, you're a punk for letting this happen. Like, we really haven't gotten any good conversations between Hyrule and Harald and Loki really at all. That's kind of what I really wanted to. Like, we haven't actually gotten a good conversation between Hyrule and Harald. Not as adults, at least. And then not either than with Loki either. We've only seen them as kids. So, maybe we'll get that. I don't know. But they're all crying. He is crying. And then he's in jail. They got him locked up for this? My goodness. That's true. That's true. Hey. There's we don't slander Yasopp here. We don't slander Yasopp here. We gotta wait on that. We gotta wait on that. We gotta wait on that. He got Bard Moleo real good right there, you know. Right. It is snowing. They're all around. They're all very sad. Loki is sad. Alcohol Village is destroyed. Like, yes, she died, but also everybody in Alcohol Village also died. Don't forget that. Don't forget she's not the only casualty today. A lot of people died. All right, 1 year later, Shanks is missing. Indeed. Had he completed his last mission, he would have formally been knighted. As you are our next choice, that opportunity now falls to you. What will you do? I'll naturally accept the honor of being one of God's knights. Doing that will secure Elbaph's membership status. Status? Not a... blah, blah, blah. Congratulations, then. The Great One has agreed to trust in you. Ooh, might be getting some good stuff here. It's been a long process. You'll be remembered as a king who brought great change to Elbaf. Well, to be honest, when Elbaf finally joins the world government, I plan to relinquish the throne. A younger, more virtuous ruler than I should take over. This is a matter for Mu to decide. Oh boy. So he was there. He met the Mu. Can't say he didn't. And this is not something that other rulers usually do either, you know? That's not what other rulers have the opportunity of doing. We saw what happened to Cobra. Is this going to be a Cobra situation? Or is it something different? Because he is a God's Knight. You know, he's worked his way up, but... This guy's like, oh, you're over here making decisions? Man, he's almost as tall as the throne, but the throne is bigger. Why? Why is there someone on the empty throne? Come. Mu's been watching thee, Harald. And then a big ah. Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? Ooh, 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 things a little rough. Ooh, Oda, you weren't done here. Oda, you rushed it a little bit. This power. Ooh, what's that little thing? Was that little part on there anymore? I don't know. It's surging within me. It's chilling. What's going on right now? What's going on right now? Oda forgot to draw. He didn't forget how to draw, but he didn't have enough time, obviously. I'm surprised there wasn't a little note that said, like, hey, I got rushed this week. This chapter's rushed. It's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Ooh, okay. So confirmation that Shanks doesn't have immortality, too. This is the power of immortality. It still sends shivers down the spine. He is now beyond any wild monster. He has been forged into a mighty weapon. Consider thyself an immortal knight sworn to Mu. Immortal? I can't believe it. Carve an abyss pentagram in Elbaf that will mark the bond between us. Thy dearest wish shall finally be granted. Huzzah! As soon as this last mission is completed, Elbaf will be recognized as a member nation of the world government. Thank you, Kakarot, hooray! Huh? Could you repeat that, Great Emu? Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. Wah, wah, wah. You got duped. You got duped, Mr. Harald. Mr. Harald, you got duped here. You got duped. Oh, no. The thing you were trying to not do is now happening to you. Oh, you got duped, Mr. Harald. Oh, no. Oh, no. The one thing you did not want to happen is starting to happen. Oh, no. Who could have seen such a thing happen? The giant warriors' fleet will stand alongside the Marines and serve the world as... Wait, no, hold on. Everything I've done was to free Elbaf from violence. Of course, if anything still wishes to fight, I'll gladly encourage them to enlist in the Marines. But who's the king talking to in there? Oh, man. Oh, so he's just like talking to himself. Do I sound American? Thou voted to atone for Elbaf's history, even at the cost of becoming a slave. You're gonna get dummy reversed, Mr. Harald. But then probably he's gonna be like, gods, kill me now, kill me. How are they gonna do that? He's immortal. We know he's immortal. He can do the thing. So how did he die? You know, that's what we're wondering now. Can he even die? If Harald wanted to kill himself, if he wanted to just kill himself, you know, could he even do it? Could he even do it? I don't even know. I meant to carry that burden alone. The burden of such history is too great for thee to bear alone. Now, hold thy tongue. Thou cannot disobey Mu. Those who enter into a deep-sea covenant may gain immortality and power, but it comes at the cost of total obedience. Thou wilt carry out Mu's orders regardless of thine own will. You got duped, Mr. Harald. You got duped, Mr. Harald. I don't think it's that hard to tell. This isn't good. I'm losing control. Elbaf, they never meant for it to become part of the fold. Curse that Emu. They never meant for it to become part of the fold. Curse that Emu. What's he doing? Is he being moved right now? Is he being, like, drug into that? Gods! The plan was always to enslave the warriors of Elbaf. What is it, your majesty? Is someone chained me to this pillar? Hurry! Summon Elder Yarul and my sons. But sire, I believe Harun is still out at sea, and Loki, that is still imprisoned after what happened. I can't resist for long. What exactly is this concerning, your majesty? None of that matters now. Release him. So we're going right into it then. Okay. Is it Lola time? Oh. I mean, it's just a beanie. It's just cold, sir. It's just a little cold. It's a little cold, I do declare. My cowboy hats are in the other room, and I don't feel like plugging in my other headphones to let me wear a cowboy hat. My gosh. Head to the West Castle at once. The king requires your presence. Something's urgent? What's going on? And so, we return to where this tale began. When the fuck did Loki do stuff with Lola? Who the fuck knows? Not between this. The day of the castle massacre, when Elbaf's most beloved king, Harald the Benevolent, lost his life. Okay. Lot of stuff going on in this one. I got done with it quick, though. It was a quick read. But actually, I have my voice this week, the past couple weeks. I mean, it's not all the way back. And it's already going away because I've been yelling a lot, They got an F in the Elbaph, so the TCB people are like, oh, yeah, it's a dub. It's a dub this time. I mean, I prefer Elbaph with the F and not the PH, because, Fable backwards. Even though, are we living up to, the Fable thing? Because it's just it's like one of, Aesop's Fables, because, it's going to be an Usopp arc. Because Elbaph is going to be an Usopp arc, and Usopp is Aesop, and it's Fables, and Elbaph. Yeah, sure, yeah. He doesn't answer us. I'm here. I'm listening to your conversations. You're making, you're making assumptions on where I live. You don't gotta know. You don't gotta know my address. I'm just a guy. Oh, yeah. F, with a F. I've always liked that more, personally. So, man, they really... Because, it's insinuated that, right after this, he was chained up. Well, no. This is 14 years ago? Is what they're saying. Did we know that? We must have already known that. Okay, no, because he fought Shanks. He fought Shanks 6 years prior. Elbaph is focused on Luffy. You mean the character? You mean the Straw Hat who's done the fucking least this arc? He's been chilling in the underworld the whole time. That's all he's done. He ain't done nothing. And we're waiting. I'm waiting for that, We're getting on to. I hope that we're getting prepped up for an Act 3 levels of climax, an Innie's level style. We just did our Wano's Act 1 and 2, and we just did our Water 7. Now, once we get out of this and we come out of it, that's when the juicy shit happens. That's when we get our Innie's lobby. That's when we get our Act 3 of Wano. That's when we get our, like, roof piece and stuff. I'm waiting for, you know, I mean, like, you could say that we were getting that in this with God Valley and stuff. I wouldn't say that. I would still say that roof piece is better than God Valley. You know. You know. You had to be there, though. That's what we're waiting for. Then you can be like, oh, it's Luffy arc. But so far, Luffy hadn't done whole much. You know. Neither is Usopp, though. Who's done much? Though? Not really any of the Straw Hats. You know, Bonnie, forgotten about. Remember we got someone who, you know, Nika's like a big deal and stuff here. And Bonnie can just turn into Nika, and she's just been around. She hadn't done that again. Not that she needs to, but it's not her arc, so she doesn't need to. It's Loki's arc, so Loki gets to do cool stuff. But, you know, we got like a powerful person right there who's just like running away with Frankie. What's Frankie up to? I don't remember. He's still running away from a cloud, I'm pretty sure. Last time we saw him, I think he was still running away from that cloud. Lola. Don't act like I haven't been saying Lola's name over and over again. Oh, Laugh Tale is going to be the Usopp arc? Yeah. Usopp might not make it to Laugh Tale. You know, there's a lot of people saying that Usopp is going to die. So, like, if any of the Straw Hats got to die, it's going to be Usopp. So, Usopp might... Like, Usopp... Because his dream ends at Elbaf. He wants to be a mighty warrior of the sea. So, it's just like, whatever happens after Elbaf, you know, it's just like, whatever. So, he doesn't even technically have to even make it to Laugh Tale. So, of all the people... Usopp might not even make it. I don't know. I haven't watched the anime in like 4 months, so I know they just got to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a big binge. Ever since Kuma flashback ended, I haven't really been watching. Yeah, I thought the Harald thing was. So that I think Loki's only been chained up for 6 years though. And he only got chained up because of Shanks helping them chain him up. But this is 15 years ago, so I mean, he's still got time then. I don't know. We'll have to see. Not next week because we actually get a break, which is fine. Probably for the best. I'm going to have to be working late again next week, too, so. Harald? We'll see. I mean, we know he gets stabbed by all of his guys. I mean, like, we can say, like, at this point that, like, there wasn't a coup or nothing. Like, these guys weren't... There wasn't, like, a coup against Harald or nothing. But he's just like, hey, chain me up. I need someone to kill me before I go nutso. Now, how does that happen? How does that work? I don't know. Why? I mean, we know that, like, Scopper knows the deal with, like, the immortality stuff and how to stop it for a little bit. I know that Summers came back eventually, but he stopped the regeneration for a little bit. And I don't know if we should assume that Scopper actually shows up at this incident, like, a little later with Shanks, because I know they both, like, heard it, so they might be showing up, so they might know a little bit about how to stop it. And it seems like Loki was talking about how he knows how to stop it, too, so I'm sure it's because of this incident right here, how we can get past the immortality, which hopefully Harold's not still alive. That'd be crazy. We found out that Harald was still alive. Hope it's not. $11:38. 30 chapters ago? What happened 30 chapters ago? I don't even remember. I was streaming. I streamed 1138. Was that just a Loki reveal? That may have been. I think it was just the Loki reveal. What else has happened since? Not much. I don't know. I've had a good year. It's been a fun year. 1138 is definitely, it's not like Rocks or nothing. Rocks was only in 12 chapters, you know, if you count them all. It was only like 12. Considering everything. Okay, good. Hopefully the pacing will be better for the anime eventually. I don't know. I haven't watched any anime like at all this year, besides like some old stuff. Watched like a little bit of old anime, like old mecha stuff. I haven't done that in a little bit. I haven't watched a show in a hot second. I haven't watched anything but just freaking YouTube in a good while. Stranger Things is out. I need to finish Stranger Things up. Because I'm dedicated to that. But I'm still kind of just waiting. But I'm not really on social media, so I don't really get spoiled on stuff like that anymore. Like, I still don't even really know what happens in Andor. I know they go to a prison playing it, and then, like, they jump or something. And part of me is like, I should watch Andor. But then I'm like, I don't want to deal with Disney Plus ads. I can't, because I can't. I get angry. Ads make me angry. So, like, watching, like, a minute and a half ad, like, in the middle of, you know, a show that I want to watch, like, infuriates me. And I'm not spending more money, though, to get rid of them, though. No. But I'm also too lazy to... I mean, like, you can get anime fine. You can find anime online for free without ads. Fine enough, but TV shows are a little harder. I don't know what you're trying to say. Frescoes and inner... Don't know what you mean by that. That's good. I mean, y'all can, if y'all want to see me complain about gosh darn, you know, about One Piece, you know, you can always go to my YouTube channel. And by go to my YouTube channel, I mean, like, you're on my YouTube channel now, technically, but 792 videos, that's crazy. But a couple months ago, I made a video talking about the Gorosei. You know, I made a little video right there. It was a good little video I made. I also made these other two funny gaming videos. And I have other things planned as well. I have some big stuff planned for next year. Some big cool stuff planned for next year, but are they One Piece related? Some of them are. But I want to make more better One Piece videos. But luckily none of my One Piece videos are really on like a time limit. Like this Gorosei one was, because I wanted to get that out before the anime started on it, so. From what I saw, they're doing exactly what I said they would be, is that they're like super glazing up the Gorosei, and it's just like, that didn't happen in the anime. That didn't happen. Oh, I remember seeing that pilot back in the day. Or back in the day, I saw it online somewhere. Where'd I see it? I don't remember where I saw it. I think I saw it like on a One Piece like live stream, like an official one. Them showing the guy. I think there was like a guy with like bug arms or something. I don't know. I love old One Piece. I love it. I love the vibe. I love old One Piece filler. I love the vibe of just their plights, you know. I don't know. It's very interesting how like the world government was like perceived in like early One Piece, like East Blue stuff, how it's still like very similar. How like people have to like look and like reach for things, you know, on like the One Piece's political type spiels that people go on. And it's like, and like, you know, like what a good Marine should be, and like what is like are they the good guys or the bad guys? Are they the good guys or the bad guys? And it's like, all you have to do is literally just go to Romance Dawn. And, like, that's where you get your answer, you know. And, you got bad people, like, Axe and Morgan, and then you got the good people, all the people that are under them, And we wouldn't say that all of the Marines that are under Axe and Morgan are bad guys, because they were all very, very excited when Axe and Morgan was defeated. And it was like, oh, look, these good guys. And then, like, literally the end of that arc was all of the Marines saluting Luffy as he was leaving, and then, like, leaving in, like, peace. And it's just like, wow. Like, people just, like, forget about that very important thing that happened, That, like, that's what the characterization of the Marines are, and I think people have just, like, completely forgotten that. That's still what they're meant to be. That's still how they're meant to be portrayed, but there's just been so much other stuff, Like, you don't even need to talk about the Celestial Dragons, because, like, anything that you can say about, like, the Celestial Dragons, about, like, oh, like, higher people in power and stuff, like, the same thing can be said about Axe and Morgan. It's just everything just keeps elevating and elevating and elevating, but the exact same things are still being said, They're not saying new things with the Celestial Dragons, because everything that's being said about, like, oh, these greedy people in a higher power, taking advantage of their power and taking advantage of littler people, that is all said chapter 1. Not chapter 1, chapter, like, 4, with Axe and Morgan. And everything about pirates can be said with Alvida, too. All the characterization about pirates can be said through both Luffy and Alvida, and Shanks and Alvida. And then, like, bad people who aren't pirates and also aren't Marines, you got the Mountain Bandit from chapter 1. So, like, all of that stuff you can get in, like, the first 10 chapters of One Piece, and yet people still, like, complicate it so much. It's crazy. I'm going on a little... Sorry. Had a little bit of whiskey, A little bit of whiskey in here, I haven't streamed like this in a while. I haven't streamed with a voice in a while. Sometimes I just gotta yap. I wouldn't expect that to happen. He doesn't know how that... I don't think he knows... I don't think people know how to go back like that. I wish that, like, Eric, he would draw on his, like, part 5, art style every once in a while, that'd be nice. His part 6 art... Ooh. Bro. We're doing JoJo. We're doing Steel Ball Run when it comes out. I'm gonna be doing reactions. It's gonna be fun. I'm not doing anime reactions to One Piece. You kidding me? I would never do that. Ooh, who do you think I am? Steel Ball Run, though, when that comes out, even if it's bad, even if the anime is, like, kind of bad, but Steel Ball Run is peak. Steel Ball Run is peak. So, people are gonna be educated when that comes out. And I got to start doing that. Well, that depends, actually. If they batch release it, I won't do it. But if it's a weekly thing, I'll do it. But if it's confirmed that they're just, like, gonna release it in batches, then never mind. So I'm not gonna promise that if they do it in batches. But weekly releases, I'll think about it. But yeah, I'll get the cowboy hat out and everything, for Steel Ball Run. He's gonna look like Shanks from chapter 1. I don't know about that, but I think he's gonna look like an older Luffy. He might look like a little bit like Ace, too. Might have that little bit of Ace look, same way Roger does, Who knows? He's gonna look like a guy. I think that when we see him, he's gonna be like, yeah, that's a guy. Hopefully we see him. Didn't see Lola. Well, let's start. We're gonna see Lola by the end of the year. But this has to end. Well, I mean, like, we're gonna be back. We're gonna see Harald die at the least, not next week, but next chapter. We're gonna get the death of Harald next week or something. Whatever happened there. And I don't know. And I guess we'll see what happens in those last couple years. I don't think we're gonna go back to. I don't know. We've really been focusing on Harald and stuff. I don't know where we would really go to besides like Loki. But if Loki's just like chilling and that, I guess we got like the Shaggy stuff with Shirahoshi too last week, which is cool. I didn't know about that, you know. I don't know Japanese, so I don't remember those types of things. I mean, some things are just cameos. Sometimes you can just like be like, that's a cameo. That's just like a fun thing they did, you know. It's a good insinuation, but was he in there already? Or is that just like a confirmed thing? We're not at that point. They're at Bonnie, which is like a couple more chapters till the actual Nika shows up, till Joy Boy shows up. Does Emmett have a voice? I guess he does at this point. If I watch Inception, as if I wasn't there. I was there. I watched Inception in theaters, thank you very much. I was there on the ground floor when people were interested in Inception. I was going to say some things, but I'm going to hold my tongue. As in, like, saying, like, it was all a dream? I mean, he doesn't do that. That's not what Inception does. Because it wasn't just all a dream at the end. It was still real life at the end. If you want to say he's going to Wizard of Oz us, that's what I would call that. Not Inception us. Was there a big twist in Inception? I don't even know. It wasn't a twist. It was just like a mystery at the end of whether or not it was a dream. Well, I know he has a voice, but, you know. Perfect Blue. Maybe. This film? I don't know. I don't remember if I've seen Perfect Blue. I think I have. It's been so long. If it has, it's been a very long time. I haven't watched an anime movie in a little bit. What else happened here? Shanks has left. Harald's dying. The thing that we thought was going to happen definitely happened. Where Emu was like, hey, I know, you know how you said you're trying to make your giants not be warriors? How about they all be warriors for me, please? Pretty please. Pretty please. Ah, paprika. I mean, yes, Oda will draw inspiration from things. Because Oda's not creative! Just kidding. Just kidding. But he sure likes making people scour for his inspirations. But like I said, that's not the crap I care about, you know? I care about stuff like this. I care about stuff like, you know, Ida and Harald having a good old conversation before she dies. That's the type of stuff that gets me going when I read One Piece, you know? Like I said a couple weeks ago, One Piece is actually peak. Actually peak One Piece is when Luffy makes women cry. You can quote me on that. Whenever Luffy makes a woman cry, that is when the story is best. Those are the best chapters of One Piece. Not just when women cry, when Luffy makes the woman cry. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. You are absolutely crazy. Bulma? No. Do you know what Bulma looks like? Like, she has, like, a similar hairstyle at, like, the beginning of the Frieza saga. The beginning of the Frieza saga. Like, right there. She's got a little bit of, like, the mullet. Like, maybe with the hairdo, but face, no. I mean, I haven't read Dragon Ball. I've only watched it. I'd love to read it someday, but Bulma? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm a streamer. I haven't eaten anything today. Like, literally nothing. I've had a cup of coffee this morning, and then I've had I've had soda and whiskey, 12 hours later. I should probably eat something. But I still have work to do. I have, like, actual work I have to do as well. Oh, you mean, like, thing within a thing. Okay. I mean, like, what do you mean, like, we're in another, like, Elbaph is a little part? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if that whole beginning of Elbaph, if Legoland, shows up, becomes relevant again, that'll be something. Don't know how it would be. Unless, like, they take Emu to Legoland and, like, trick Emu. I don't know. Is that... No. I don't even know. It was like if you got Gunko in Legoland... Oh, that... I don't know. That wouldn't do nothing. Man, remember when Roto had the cool skull on his head? People were like, ooh, that's pretty cool. Egghead looks like the Red Ribbon Army, does it? I don't remember. Red Ribbon was... I haven't watched Dragon Ball in so long. I don't remember what that Red Ribbon Army headquarters looks like. Does it look like Kame House? No. Kame House is a house. It's just it's literally just a house on an island. Messaging me at this time. I don't know why you're messaging me now. Voting season for another 2 years. 3 years. Professor? Giro? You mean Dr. Giro? From the Red Ribbon Army? The city of Dragon Ball? I know there was like filler where there was like an amusement park in the city of Dragon Ball, whatever the city's called. But there was the city's just a city. The world building, doesn't matter. The world building in Dragon Ball does not matter. At least early Dragon Ball. Maybe like stuff with like planets and, universe numbers. That matters now, but back in the day, like, no, none of that mattered. I feel like the amusement park from the filler episode does look like Egghead. How it's just like it's a big ball in the sky. It's a big ball in the sky, but the actual city itself is just a city. Which I mean, like this city is it's fun stuff. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. If it resembles palm trees. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Toriyama and palm trees. But that was... He started Egghead way before Toriyama died. Not way before, but before. Bum, bum, bum. Anything else I missed in here? This was not a long chapter. Man. Harald was having a good time. And then he didn't have a good time. I can't believe we didn't get any conversations with Harald. Where is Harald right now? Where's Harald? What's he up to? Did they say? Harald is still out at sea. Oh my god. Does Harald and Harald have a single fucking conversation their entire life? Have we? No. We've gotten like 2 things of dialogue of Harald being like, my boy. And that's about it. That's all Hyrule gets. Hyrule, the important character of Elbaf. Because I was like, oh boy, now they're all adults, so maybe like some interesting adult conversations can happen, like actual like we never got any disagreements between Harald and Loki, because Loki was always just a kid whenever they talked to each other, and since Loki became like a little bit of adult who could like even have a conversation, like we're already past that point. We're past the point where Harald is like, oopsie doopsies, I oopsie doodled. There's no more time for, you know, debates about whether or not Harald is in the right. Even Harald himself knows Harald is not in the right anymore, so, you know, So I didn't watch Simpsons growing up. I think that South Park I thought was funnier, but I haven't like laughed at any of those in forever. Any of those adult comedies. I didn't really watch any Simpsons until like college. And from what I've seen, like there's some funny stuff, but I've never like been like wheezing laughing at like Simpsons. But I can be like, okay, no, I can understand that things are clever. There is some clever writing, but I was never like, oh, you know, like South Park was crazy as a kid. South Park was crazy as a kid. But I never got that with Simpsons. I don't know. I just wasn't watching whatever channel Simpsons was on at the time. The one on Comedy Central, you know. So I wasn't watching it, you know. It was on what? Fox? I don't know. I wasn't watching Fox. What kid was watching Fox? I was watching Comedy Central. Not that I've seen an episode of South Park in years, because I don't watch episodes of television shows, especially not old television shows. Like, I'm trying to think of any ongoing television shows, like, from, like, my life that I'm still watching. Like, the oldest, like, literally the oldest thing that I'm watching right now is, like, not even One Piece, because I wasn't watching it as a kid, but, like, Stranger Things. Like, that's the oldest thing, and that's, like, 10 years old. Like, what, like, pre-2015 that was coming out that I was watching, am I still watching? Because, like, nothing. What was I watching in 2015? I was watching Walking Dead, and I didn't watch the past, like, 4 seasons of Walking Dead, so I dropped that I just did, you know, because life is like that. What else? What else was I even watching in 2015? I don't know. I was probably actually watching South Park in 2015, a little bit, maybe. I was watching Simpsons in 2015, actually. That's when I started watching Simpsons. Because it was like on FX, we're going to show because that's why I started watching Simpsons, because they started showing it on FX. And they were like, we're going to show every single Simpsons episode. And that's how I saw a bunch of them. I mean, I'm sure I too, yeah. There's nothing on that. I don't watch any of that anymore either. I guess Adventure Time is still technically going. I'm still seeing clips of like new stuff. I don't know. I was like on and off on that. That's when I stopped watching cartoons, really, was around that time. So I was never into any of that. I mean, like, I was into like early, like season like 1 and 2 of Adventure Time. But then like, I still don't really know like how things went. Like, with like a lot of that, like end of season 2, beginning of season 3, like when like stuff like got like super duper serious. I remember I kind of just like missed all that, but I seen clips and stuff. I didn't watch any of that stuff, and I'm good not going back probably on some things though. I mean, I'll say that this year I did watch Over the Garden Wall, which that was like 2014, which I was not watching cartoons in 2014, I'll tell you that much. But man, that show would have like that show would have changed my personality probably if I had watched that at the time, because like, oh my god, what a like crazy good show Over the Garden Wall is, you know, compared to like all the other stuff that was even at the time. Like, it's got a little bit of that like 2010s, you know, cringe humor, but I think it's way different though, personally. I'll believe you. You're just coming here with the fun facts. You got the fun fact app, you know, on your phone, swiping through them. You're like, I'm gonna give you all of them today, Mr. Nate. I'll believe you. I'll just believe anything you say. Oh, it's starting to get hot in here. Why is it hot in this house? Probably because I'm wearing a jacket. Also, there's like puppies right here. Puppies. 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 Oh, you don't want to show your face. Puppy. No. I got two puppies right beside each other. They're just laying down on this chair. You can't even see them. I feel like I've heard that name. I don't remember though. I don't watch cartoons anymore. I don't do that. I'm too busy streaming about One Piece. I'm an adult with a job who has to cook. I don't watch TV. I watch people yell on the internet for free. You think I do things besides that? What are you, crazy? Okay, thanks, Jay. That's a nice freaking spoiler on your thumbnail. Good thing I got to you before that. Jay! Terrible, Jay. Terrible, Jay. Terrible. You're terrible. Being terrible right now. Being quite terrible right now. Oh, that person. The Owl House lady. I'm not interested in Owl House. I'm not interested in that. I watched the Guinevere thing. That was a cool pilot, but I'm not going to go back and watch Owl House or nothing. I'm an adult. I'm 30 years old. I'm not going to watch Star versus the Forces of Evil. I'm a man. I have to pay taxes. I don't have time to watch Owl House and Star Versus and Steven Universe. I have to do other things. I have to waste my time in other ways. All right, well, I'm already losing my voice because I'm yelling too much. It was not even a long chapter. I've been done with the chapter for a while. I've just been yapping. It's a good chapter. I don't think it was a 10 out of 10. It didn't grab me like some other chapters have this past time, but still good stuff. Good stuff. It was really quick, but like this week went by really quick, so it's fine. Like it feels like I just did last week's reaction on Friday. Like the past week has gone by super quickly, so I'm fine. But we got a week off, which is fine. And then we'll see what happens next. Then we'll see what happens next. But, John, I appreciate you stopping by. I do. And you too, Mr. Bones. Appreciate you too. But I'm gonna go. I need to eat. I haven't eaten food at all today. I need to do that. It'd be nice. I probably should just go out and get something. But also, oh my gosh, all the coupons at Wendy's are worse now. So I can't go there anymore. The $2 off coupon is now only a $1 off coupon. And they don't have the free fries coupon anymore. So it's just like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of any of But it's fine. I'm going. Woo! Whiskey's kicking in too. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Next week. Goodbye. Get me out of here. 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 Get me out of here.